Hello, and welcome back. Why is that? Right, you start recording, and I've just noticed that for some reason my mic and desktop audio channels on OBS have switched positions. So while I'm used to looking at the mic thing being the second one down and desktop audio being at the top, it's now upside down. This is confusing. Never mind. Anyway, hello and welcome back to Demajen Battles for Azeroth, and we are starting, or will eventually be starting once I've stopped doing all the mining. We're starting Tiragarde Sound. And we're starting here. In fact, let's get rid of those. So, we and Flynn have just got here and we're meeting with this guy. Normally I wouldn't tell you nothing, but I'll spill it for Cyrus. Ashrane's onto something big. That guy's working around the clock in there. Even brought in some muscle to keep everyone motivated. I don't know anything about what they're making, but I know it ain't passing through here to Borealis. If I were dumb enough to go snooping around in there. Thanks, Java update. I'll look at the goods themselves, see if they got shipping labels. But I ain't that dumb. So you gotta do it. Normally I wouldn't tell you nothing. Oh, that's the repeat. Labour dispute. The Ashrane company has been working their people so hard they even tried to strike. Company brought in a bunch of goons to break it up and get everyone back to work. They even shot a couple of guys who tried to walk off the job. Jeez. Let's say you give them a taste of their own brutality while you're in there. And hello, tiny girl. Yar. If. Said they'd feed us. Said they'd keep us warm. Oh. But they were mean. It was really hard work. When we tried to rest, they yelled at us. I got away, but my friends are still in there. Urchin workers. Okay.
I'll wait there and make sure nobody tries to snatch them. Meet me there when you've got some information on those shipments.
Okie dokie, Flynn. So, whereas Drustvar had kind of the wicker, witchy theme, this one seems to have kind of a more brutal. What the? Brutal approach to things. That's level 115 or below. Yeah. Oh. I think I'm getting a little bit of lag. Right, where's this? There it is. Message from the management. I'd really like some shoulders to go with that. This letter from Priscilla Ashrane to her employees appears to be posted all over the Foundry. Sounds like Cagney's information was accurate. Ashrane is working their people around the clock. Priscilla mentions a Forge Master Farthing and a Taskmaster Williams. They may have more information.
All employees, effective immediately, all shifts are doubled. We do not ask this of you lightly.
Which side is
Your
starboard again?
hard
Please
work
help the
ensures the
Gremlins.
safety of Coltyrus in these uncertain times.
There's the Taskmaster, in fact.
Regarding
Oh,
Increased companies
what an
and
outfit!
rest assured,
Can I get
we are
it?
here for your safety.
I'm getting an Assassin's Creed.
Rumors of foreign invaders and spies among us.
What's the one in London? Syndicate.
Obey their instructions.
I love these Kultura models.
Unseemly incidents.
Oh, jeez.
Kindly direct inquiries to Mr. Farthing or Mr. Williams.
Is this a... No, it's not a group quest.
Suffer no insolence from the soot-smeared rabble. Make examples if you must. All that matters is that our clients get their supplies on time.
Face at the wrong time.
And man this note after reading it, you buffoon.
Hi. Really want to.
Last mistake you'll ever make. You should never have come here.
Ow.
Do I sound like a pirate?
Yes, little kid, you sound like a pirate. See? Interactable thing.
Do you have scurvy? Now to find a warm
No, kid, I do not. Thousands of balls of musket shot are bundled carefully inside this crate. I must confess, the initial mystery is not as enticing as Drustvar, but then I never expected it to be, because as soon as you give me pigs with glowing blue eyes, how really do you move on from... Well, not move on from that. How do you one-up that? I like tortolans. I like tortillas, but that's different. You, and you, and you, you, you. Okay, that was not as effective as I was hoping. But Purge the Wicked is just as exciting and useful as always. I suspect that there are world quests in this area. At least we're going to find out a little bit more about Lady Ashvane in this area. I am noticing that my DPS is getting lower. It feels like it's taking slightly longer to kill things.
Which side is starboard again? I'm going back to school.
I'm going back to school. Hello. Ah! Don't actually know where I need to go to turn that in. Those guys will just wander off. I thought about swapping over to Shadow for this to see whether it is better when you've got some gear. But
I don't care how you do it. I want those forges running day and night.
oh, I'm supposed to be inspecting those shipments. That's why they're...
Are producing excellent powder. You will keep them supplied with refined Azerite, or I'll find someone who can.
I'm liking the little bits of stakeable center gunpowder. Yeah, so she's shipping arms and munitions. Cutlasses.
You don't belong here. The penalty for trespassing is death.
Yeah, so arms and munitions. How much? Ba-ba. Nobody likes living under the thumb of company men like that. They ain't gonna be missed.
I'm all ears.
Sounds like they're making a ton of this stuff and keeping it under wraps. That's bad. That's right. Fortunately, the workers don't just mind us snooping around, just the goons. These kids are going to have it hard enough without being under Ashrane's thumb. Thanks for getting them out. Most folks working for the Ashrane Trading Company don't know how rotten they are, or don't have any other choice. The sooner we take down Priscilla, the better. See, that's a 5% upgrade. Ah, because of the mastery. Mastery is better than versatility. But that's a massive item level upgrade. But it loses out on that rather delicious 56% haste. So let's go with what Pawn says. Under the noses. Figures they wouldn't just put the destination on the crates for us. Nothing's ever easy, is it? If the weapons aren't moving on Cagney's ferry, they must be passing through Bridgeport, the shipping hub just up the road. Bridgeport is protected by a garrison of Proudmoore Marines. The Ashbrane Company has a lot of nerve moving illegal weapons right under their noses. Let's check it out.
Cagney, get these kids on a ferry back to town. Talia will make sure they get placed into a shelter. Mate, I'll see you up ahead.
Did that piece of gear upgrade? Or was it blue? It's 2. Oh, that's the weapon.
Pleased to make your
Jeb Jebson. Quick looky around. See, look at this is like a really nicely designed kind of pirate town. A little bit of a Victorian aesthetic. Almost like what Gilneas should be. Yeah, if they ever update it. Lynn.
What's the word?
Lynn pretends not to notice you, but whispers at you. Of course it's her. Bridgeport is a major trade hub for this area. Naturally, Ashvane has offices and workshops here. Check around town and see if you can learn anything about this new material and how they're using it. If you can lift a sample for us to send back to Borealis, even better. I gotta stay here and keep an eye on someone. Who? Captain Keelson. Huh. Sounds like a bit of potential romantic tension. I love that armor. Even if it is a little bit low res on the... Feels like there should be higher resolution textures than that. Especially considering how much higher they're on the shoulder pads. Help wanted. As we turn into the busy season, Kenning's Lodge is looking for recreational hunters to assist with fulfilling the ever-growing list of orders from Borealis. These are short-term positions which will be paid relative to performance. Oh, it was... wonder why there was a little smiley.
Lord Admiral's favour, friend.
Lord Admiral's favour, friend. Dockmaster.
Lord Admiral's favour, friend.
There was a mishap when we were loading the most written shipment for the Southwind Station. Apparently some paperwork meant for the dockmaster was left behind. You can't hand over deliveries to the couriers without it, but the next cargo ferry won't be departing any time soon. I think you could deliver it by foot. Ferry dock's just a short ride down the road.
Safe passage to you.
Suppose I can do that. Yoink! Top hats. Chemist notes. After finally discovering a suitable base, we have successfully produced a stable compound. In this state, it can be stored, transported, or introduced into the mixing process to infuse a terribly potent black powder. I am so confident in its stability that initial samples were sent to Borealis suspended inside a necklace. As we run the cauldron's day and night mixing powder, work also continues on prototyping further applications. Our most promising so far is a pistol, which we hope will make another suitable gift for our esteemed Lady Chairman. So the necklace that she is wearing is a prototype. It was horrible. I was in the mine nearby, just picking away at a rock, and it jumped up and bit me in the neck. Since when can rocks walk around and bite people? I hightailed it out of there, but some crazy fools are sticking around trying to take the mine back. If you're going to punch rocks, you can find them down the road to the south. So there seems to be... Yeah, this is like a hub of sorts that's kind of spreading us out. Lynn.
A job's a job, mate.
Job's a job, mate. Flynn side-eyes you while trying his best to look casual. You get what we need? Good. I'll hang on to them for now. I think I found our next lead. See that ship? I know that ship.
You got any more business in town?
Oops.
Now's the time to do it. Let me know when you're ready to board that ship and go wherever the wind.
Let's just say Captain and I have a little history. It's a smuggling vessel. Our illegal weapons are on there for sure. I put my coat on it, and I love this coat. We need to find out where it's going. How are you in tight spaces? I'm freaking terrible in tight spaces, mate. I'm claustrophobic.
Blood or gold, everything has a cost. I'll follow your lead. Remember, the key to going anywhere you don't belong is just to walk in like you own the place.
Totally true.
Timetable's changed, boys. Get your grogs to go.
Quick, hide.
Hide.
I call the empty barrel. You can have the other one.
What empty barrel? I can't. Ah. Oh, wonderful. Fish.
Oh, I think my barrel has pee in it.
Oh.
Nope, never mind. It's ale. We're good.
Lions want to stop. We're shoving up.
I like the fact that he tested it. Ooh, we're going. Oh. Oh. Mister. Pirates dancing on deck.
Steady as she goes, helmsman.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Siren songs.
Helmsman, steer us away. No, you idiot! The other way!
Smooth. Interesting. Huh. Ah, shark. Well. I'm assuming Flynn got out of there alive because Flynn.
Good day to ya.
Good day to you. You alright, mate? I'm afraid your ship's gone. Something tells me you weren't really a part of that crew anyway, were you? No. I see the sirens have made another catch. You're lucky they haven't stripped your bones yet. If you need to trade supplies or just warm yourself by the fire, there's a camp up the hill behind me. Everyone there washed up in the tides just like you. Figure we got folks from at least 4 or 5 shipwrecks now, all banding together just trying to survive. Talk to Stabby Jane. Don't worry about her nickname, she's actually really nice. Looking for a friend from the wreck, eh? If you survive, you may have wandered up the path to our camp. Now, if he ain't up there toasting his buns by the fire, well, not a poor soul's fall victim to the Song of Sirens. You should check the camp before you go wading out into the tideway. Ask our leader, Stabby Jane. Don't know for sure if a new survivor showed up. New enemy models, I think. He's a troll. Stabby Jane.
Lord Admiral's favourite friend.
Stabby Jane and Friendly Pete. Stabby. And Hungry Sam.
Fancy a cuppa?
Fancy a cuppa? I'm Jane. I was a sellsword serving on a merchant vessel before the sirens dragged us in. These folks fished me out of the tideway, gave me a nickname, and have been like family ever since. That may seem a bit odd, but they're good, honest people. For some of them, washing up here was a welcome change from whatever life they endured before. Chance to start over. Others are just trying to survive until they can get back home.
Look always to the sea.
I haven't seen anyone like that. I'm afraid your friend may have been lost to the sirens' call. Knowing Flynn, he's ended up with the captain with whom he has history.
What can I do for you?
Ah, you must be from the latest wreck. Damn sirens are getting bolder by the day.
Smooth sailing. Good day to you.
It's tough out there. Pirates, deadly monsters. Hungry Sam's seemingly endless battle with indigestion. Nothing sets the nerves at ease like an old keepsake. Something to remind you of home, to keep you going. Ask around the camp, find out what folks might have lost out there in the tideways. If you can bring any of it back, it'd be a mighty kind gesture. Me? Oh. I had a locket. Never mind, it's too small, you'll never find it. It's nothing, don't worry about it. Sirens in the tideway have drawn countless ships to their doom. Wiping them out would be a boon to all seafaring folk. But you can't very well kill all of them. Only a fool would try that. The real dangerous ones are the elders, the sisters as they're known. Bigger, smarter and stronger than the younger ones. Their voices carry fire to sea and bring in all the big catches. Managed to track 2 of them to a den at the northern end of the tideway, but I can't take them alone. But I can.
Safe passage to you.
What's your favourite thing you lost in the wreck?
Safe passage to you.
Ah, that's easy. My trusty lunchbox. Never had a bad meal out of that lunchbox. It's dearly.
Lord Admiral's favour, friend.
I'm starving. Not actually starving, like when I first got it, but you know, emotionally starving. I haven't had any luck with the oysters lately, and seaweed soup really upsets my guts. If I eat any more of that stuff, I think the other castaways might actually feed me to the sharks. How about them tide lurkers? They look pretty juicy. But you could steam them up real nice. Can you get me some? Not much of a hunter, but I'll share it with you.
Look always to the sea.
Look always to the sea. That's a really big parrot. Not only is that a really big parrot, but it's a rideable parrot. So that's a thing that happens now. Handy Bill.
Finest wares in Coltiers.
What's your favourite thing you lost in the world, Handy Bill?
Travel safely now.
I had a toy robot, a little wind-up fellow bought from a gnome back in Borealis. Okay. Always like that little guy. The robot, I mean. Friendly Pete. What's your favourite thing you lost in the wreck? Huh? Probably my compass. Never led me astray. Well, until we ended up here, but that's hardly the compass's fault. I mean, it's an inanimate object, you can't really blame. Friendly Pete continues rambling about taking responsibility for your own actions for several minutes. That's Captain Keenan. Keelson. I guess we've got to go down there anyway, so. Curse these slimy wenches! Singing sets men's hearts afire and their brains adrift. My ship's aground, my cargo's lost. Nothing for it now but to fight.
Come at me, you briny hags! I'll fly your hides as we do colours!
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely getting noticeably harder to do as much damage. I just hope that doesn't become too awkward, because obviously I don't want to get to the final zone and have to be constantly soloing mobs. That will take forever. Look at the fact that we've got an orchestral piece for this. haven't seen this Doomshroom proc once yet. I've actually set up a weak aura. I think. I'm not entirely sure I've done it right. I've set up a weak aura. It'll give me a little icon there when it procs, in theory. Maybe it has procced and I haven't noticed, or maybe I've just screwed up the weak aura. There's the compass. Big ass compass. That's a lot of charm sailors.
You need something?
Up. Let us continue in our collection of ore and stuff. I will probably put some of it on the auction house. Because I never use it for anything. It's literally just a means to get a bit more XP as I'm leveling. Yeah, see, Vampiric Speed's given me a little burst. It's here. The robot! And glint of metal catches your eye among the gently bobbing flotsam. Digging into this tangled seaweed, you discover a locket. In the locket reveals a hand-drawn picture of a woman with fiery red bangs. Her arm is around a woman with short-cropped auburn hair. And the two are proudly displaying warm smiles. So that's... What's her face's locket? Demajen. Who's probably somebody of more significance. Probably. A song stuck in my head all day. Right, I saw... Oops, I've accidentally aggroed a crab. Scuttlestep Crab is going for it. Ah. Don't need any more of those. Oh, the lunchbox is there. If my spells crit, there's a lovely amount of damage. Of course, secondary stats are basically nothing right now. Right.
So beautiful.
Oh, Flynn. Ow.
You killed the love of my life.
Yes, Flynn, that was us.
How could you?
Oh dear. What's this note on here? Kill pirates until the map drops. It's a parrot and a pirate hat. Because of course it is. Ouch. That was quite the attack. Oh, it fires them in your general direction anyway. It's the plank for you, you cowardly blowfish. Ah. So yeah, things are still very killable, but they take a good chunk longer to do so. See a treasure chest up here. Oh, not up here. Down here. Kill pirates. It's possible that that one is in the wrong place. Yeah, it says kill pirates in freehold. This actually isn't freehold. Freehold might be this cave. No. Hi, ladies. Ah, Stubby Jones come to help. She is quite stabby. Good work. Indeed. All of the stuff. Right. Let us return. Something we... Captain. I shall talk to you after I've dealt with this ugly thing. Well, I suppose beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm sure other tide lurkers find him very attractive. Kilson looks up at you from a pile of siren corpses. I need a drink. I That's got more crit, which is nice. But that's got a lot of haste.
Not
Gonna-
bad for a flea-bitten stowaway. You're lucky I didn't find you before we ran aground, or it'd be your guts I'm scraping off me boots. Careful about sticking your nose into ash vein business. They're as filthy as they come.
Oh, the ash veins, I see. Flynn!
What's your story?
Oh, was I crying? Let's agree to never speak of this again. Ugh, my head, my heart! Feels like a good hangover and a bad breakup put together. On the bright side, I think I know where we are, and where that ship was headed. Freehold. It's a free town for free folk. The only rule is that there are no rules. A lot of guys with peg legs and eye patches and exotic pets. Catch my drift. There's a trail through the hills that'll take us there. Pretty sure I remember the way. Get moving. Gotta walk off that damn siren's witchery.
Get you back out there.
We are not yet going to escort Flynn to Freehold. Ooh. Freehold is apparently a dungeon. Interesting. Hungry Sam, have some. Ah, you're a lifesaver. Hang on just a sec. I'll cook these up in no time.
Keep the wind in your sails.
What can I do for you?
Yum. We've all lost something to the tide, some more than others. You'd actually find all this stuff. We don't have much, but here's a little something for your troubles. By quieting their deadly song, you've saved countless lives. Artifact power. Oh. Huh? What's that you got there? Is that... Jane takes the locket and opens it tenderly. Tears begin to well up in her eyes as she closes it and tucks it away in her jacket. Thank you.
Keep the wind in your sails.
I done a good deed. What part of Azeroth did indeed just level up. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Remember to ring the bell to be notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.